This is interesting. Where's my camera? Because I feel like they're gonna want a picture of this taken. I am going to gross. Okay, gross. Is there anything else that needs to be reported? I don't see anything else around. Now what to do with it? I can inform the prince and see if he wants me to report it to the headmaster or not. It's likely safer to just report it. Don't want to leave a letter in the mail about it. Let's see. No. Let's see, what about Professor Saren? Nope. No. Okay. It seems that there's no professors that I can get a hold of currently. I guess she won't see my point of view of just telling the vampires and letting them. I'm sure they would want it reported. Goodness. All right, to the headmaster, and she might see the headmaster first, so. Apologies. I am preparing invitations for tea parties, and I was in the castle looking for a good place to have one when in the main hall I find human blood laid across the ground. And I already forgot what the sign said. I took a picture of it, but I took pictures and I collected it, and I want to inform the headmaster as soon as possible, but I can't get a hold of him, and I'm not sure if perhaps informing him would be better, or if I take this directly to Bloodwyn. But if I were to take it to him, I don't know if leaving a letter around is better than simply waiting to see him. So I wanted your input. I see. If you happen to see a teacher or the headmaster prior to me, if you could also inform them, or at least inform them that I don't know how to develop film, but I have it on my camera roll. Same camera roll that I have pictures of Prince Ezra's plushie, so that might be interesting if they have to look at the whole camera roll. However, I do have it. But I didn't want to leave tripping hazards around the floor, and nor did I want it to become a giant scene if I was the first to stumble upon it. There's no pressure to. I could always leave the film in your room so you don't have to travel back here. I know we are not to enter the headmaster's tower. How does he feel about opening the door and putting a book on the floor? I maybe Lady Luciella might be the better one for me to ask that, but I just simply never talked to the headmaster. Just in case neither of us run into a teacher prior to him potentially finding the book. Yes. Well, if I see Lady Luciella, I might see if she'd be willing to do it then, if she has a more freedom on that regard. But yes, if you happen to see a professor or see the headmaster, if you could inform them of pictures had, just not developed yet, and human blood within the main hall. Yes, the sign said something around vampires. It seems you left something from your last kill or last hunt, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I walked in, was not paying attention, nearly walked past it, and realized if I just left this here after walking past it, it looked like I did it. So I very much took out a camera and took care of it. And then, unrelated, I hope to host a tea party with our court ladies. Perhaps Friday, if we're all around for classes. We might have time for tea then, just as a advanced thing. I'll be leaving something in your mailbox shortly. It has indeed. Oh, 2 tea party invites, actually. There's one for our court ladies. And then I do want to have one with the other lady court heirs. I'll have the date and time in your mailbox. There is no pressure to attend if you don't have the availability to. I simply want to ensure all heirs are all lady heirs are invited, and then if any can't make it, I will always host other tea parties. Thank you for letting me steal you for a brief chat. I will let you go then. Goodness. Let me go put this blood into a box or something so I'm not carrying it. Hello, Lady Ridley. Sorry if I kept you waiting. I was at the academy. I wanted to talk to the headmaster about something, but he is busy, so I rushed back.
Oh, you're perfectly fine. I was looking through notes anyways and daydreaming.
Well, you're more welcome to enter now if you would like. I'm not fully set up yet, but...
Do you need any help?
I don't believe so. We're going to be having tea on my first platform. I was going to put tables down at least. I believe trying to go catch the headmaster threw me off a little bit.
I've found that he is quite the enigma. Never quite around when you need him.
No. I said I have something urgent to report to you, and I got told he's preoccupied. I'm like, okay. Then I'm not going to reschedule my afternoon tea with my court ladies to go tell you now. So you can wait. It can be wait to be informed of someone attacking another court. They didn't physically attack them, but it's a direct against another court. So I will just hold on to it for now.
And then by the time you tell him, he's gonna be like, "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" It's like, "Well, sir, I tried."
Let's see. Spruce? But yeah, that's exactly it. I don't know how he's going to react to being told late, because I didn't bring it to any teacher's attention yet. I could have yesterday in all technicality, but I was at a kingdom building, and I did not want to just come back to the academy to talk to a teacher about something that I don't frankly have a lot of information on. It's just I happen to be the one to come across it.
Right. Well, hopefully it's able to be squared away sooner rather than later, I would hope, in case it happens again. But
Yeah.
if it's not their priority and you didn't do it by your own hand, understandably, your priorities have to come first, you know?
That's my thoughts. I was going to make it a priority and come bring it to his attention quickly, but if he doesn't need it and his attention quickly, he won't get it that soon.
Can only help those who can help themselves.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go up to that platform to grab the tea.
Sounds good.
But yes, I spent the time making the platform so everyone can begin their housing areas at Kingdom Building should they wish to.
Oh, lovely. I have been sketching, so to speak, ideas, I think. I think I'm finally kind of getting in the spirit of building for myself. I found some new freedom being here at the academy versus being at home.
That's good. I certainly have never done construction myself before, but after growing up in the houses I did, I can say I am at least familiar with how they look. So it's just a matter of getting it right, I suppose.
Yeah.
And safely. I've been asking the villagers that are nearby our area for advice on structuring and making sure things are stable. Personally, do not
Very
think our
cool.
current dirt platforms are very stable, so that needs to be fixed when we have availability. But
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I think they won't sink in for now, at least.
Yeah, we'll get there. And I believe that more people than not are willing to lend a hand. I haven't found very many people that haven't been out there. So with all of us working together, I bet you it comes together decently quickly.
Yes, I had saw Lord Felix out there last night. When I was about to retire, he was working on filling in some more of the webbing or gridding, I suppose would be the
Oh,
word
yeah.
for it, with dirt, so that people can properly build. Because I went through and gave everyone the plots of land, but doing that and measuring out the distance took longer than I would really hope to have taken. So not all of them are filled
Very
in.
time consuming.
And with how much space we need for our manors, 2 of the plots have hills upon them that need to be carved away. So that is...
Well, I find carving relaxing. So if anyone should need any help, I am always available. And once I get out and get a look at where you would like Lord Felix and I to reside, I will work on shaping the land there as well.
I know that your family initially is from more so fishing side of things. Unfortunately, none of the housing is next to a lake or a river with the positioning of it. But I figured you would like one of the farther off houses that are closer to more wilderness, or as wilderness as you can get within the district. So I have, if you should want it, I have a plot marked out for the Fenwick house. And then
I
if you
would
want
love that.
a different one, there's still 2 others open. I know Lady Daphne seemed to have stopped by and claimed one.
Yeah, I will go out and take a look, and I'm sure it's in a perfect area, honestly. With us growing up, I think experiencing new things, maybe not being on the docks, might help us expand a little bit. I think spending all of our time fishing is great, but maybe becoming different adults than our parents could be good too.
Yes, it's I definitely have enjoyed my time at the academy, but it's been a different experience and learning new things.
I could see that. I was speaking to somebody earlier. Can't remember who it was, where I kind of came to the realization that for a lot of the families that were around more of the noble households and things like that within the courts, the academy probably feels stifling, but I think, at least for me, I don't know if Felix would agree, I have more privileges here. I have more access to things here than I did at home, and I think it's kind of the other side of the coin for me, at least.
I have more. I don't know. I think I'm rather even on if I have more freedom here than I do at home. Here, I of course have the school rules constricting my movements and such, but at home it's not like it was much different. My father liked me being safe, and he liked to just control certain things. So
Yeah.
I feel like here I have more freedom to decide things for myself, but I feel like I have less resources, so I think it balances out that way.
I could see that. Oh, I believe somebody is knocking.
I told them they can come up. Oh. Hello, lady.
I
Lizzaylia.
just saw your missive. I am sorry.
No, it's all right. Lady
I wasn't
Daphne's
sure
on
if it
her
was
way
last
too.
time.
Yes, it is up here.
Oh.
That was
rather
perfectly on the
impressive.
cushion. I'll make a space just so we can hear each other better.
Okay.
But yes,
Yeah.
if we're just talking about freedom here versus freedom at home or privilege here,
Ah, yes.
I guess I never expressed interest necessarily in wanting to learn to ride a horse. I simply, if I ever mentioned wanting to ride a horse, I was just always put on the back of the horse. So that has certainly been a new thing. I'm not sure if I was being restricted from learning to ride a horse properly or if it's just how it always played out, but that's new to me.
I feel like here, Felix and I both get the opportunity to kind of have independence versus back at the docks of Solmera, we were working for our families. Everything we did kind of went back into the good of the household, whereas here we kind of get the opportunity to explore what's good for each of us individually.
I think not having to directly help your family as you were doing and coming here with having that freedom, I do think that would be rather nice. It allows you to explore yourself better, your interest, without having to worry about how it might affect those around you.
Yeah. There's more access to things here, too. My family was very closed off from some of the finer foods that we have here and some of the finer art pieces and magical studies as a whole. And those things were very limited. It was very fishing forward, very work forward. You get up, you go out, you do chores, you make sure that you're home for dinner when mom has it on the table, and then you go to bed and you do it again the next day. And here I have hobbies, finally.
Sounds like you had quite the busy life back at home.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really ever see it that way until I was here, though.
Deep down, you were just a busy bee.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I keep myself so busy with studies here. Trying to fill the hole.
Understandable.
liked my studies growing up, and so I was looking forward to being more studious in classes here, but perhaps it's because it's been such a gap since I had more of a sit-down lesson style teaching that while I certainly enjoy the classes, I don't like the number of them, or perhaps it just has to do that the topics don't interest me, perhaps, for some classes.
I could see that. I could also see that everybody has different learning styles, and sometimes learning styles don't line up with teaching styles. I was taught a phrase when I was younger. If you try to teach a fish how to climb a tree as you would a young kit, you're going to get very different results than trying to teach the young kit to climb the same tree. And I think there's a lot of teachers here that are great at teaching, but maybe not apt for everyone's learning styles, too.
I suppose that's true. For example,
Oh.
so Lady Daphne has messaged me that she's going to be a bit late. She's with the headmaster currently.
Oh.
No.
No, it's not. She did not do it. She did not. Do
Okay,
it.
okay.
She brought it to his attention.
Okay.
I see how my turn of phrase made that sound really horrible, as if she got caught in the act. I don't think it was her.
We hope not, but that's, what, the third time now that
Is it
the
the
portraits
third?
have been mustached? Yes.
Oh, well,
Because Castiel got another one.
They must ask you questions.
Maybe it's because their teaching style does not suit everybody, that someone is taking it out on them.
Oh no.
Well, in all honesty, rather that than worse things, I suppose. There's worse things people could be doing.
Oh, most definitely. There's something I need to report to the headmaster, actually, but I asked if he
Oh,
was available.
no.
I was told he was not after I told him it was urgent, and so I came here instead because I wasn't going to propose a tea party whenever I
Mhm.
gave him ample time to become available. But Wednesday night, it was pretty much Thursday, it was midnight, I walked into the main hall because I was looking around for spots in the academy to host tea parties with other courts that are just simply seating area so I can adequately have multiple people close together. And I walked into the main hall to find human blood bottles all around the floor and a book that said something along, not a book, it was a sign, I have it written down, something along the lines of saying that, hey Vamps, you left your blood, or what did it say? Hang on, I have it written down, and I'm fearing my memory's not the best. It was very late at night when I found it. And admittedly, I did take photos of it, and then I tried to be independent, and the photos are ruined. So, hey Vamps, drop something from your last kill in red and glowing ink. So, that's what I was going to bring to the headmaster's attention, because no teacher was available whenever I found it. And then yesterday I was at Kingdom Building, and I wasn't going to travel back here, frankly, to report that when, at the end of the day, I think one extra day wasn't going to harm anyone, because I cleaned it up when I saw it to not cause panic.
Yes. A good choice.
I just wish I developed the photo properly. I remember the mention of having to use the thick, mundane, and the other type of water potion to develop the film. Yes. I missed the exposure step. So
to be fair,
I lost all the
easily
photos
done.
from the beach party too, and I'm very sad about it. That's why I wanted to I wanted to take care of it myself, because I asked if he was free to speak, and he said, give me a bit. And I was like, okay, so I need to go get these taken care of. And because I didn't want to give the photo roll to him for him to see the Ezra plushie in the tub with us. And I also had a picture.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I think I had a picture of Prince Ezra's portrait in the circle. So I really did not want to just hand over my film, and now I'm really sad I lost it, because those are very funny memories to hold on to.
I mean, surely someone must have taken photos
I'm not sure because I feel like I had walked through the main hall and had nothing there, and then I walked through it again a little bit later. So it wasn't there for long, nor have I heard anyone else make mention of it. So I may have been the first to find
Ah.
it.
Does Phelan know now, or
No, because he
still need-
said he was
Ah.
busy after I told him it was urgent. So now he can wait until I'm available.
you know what? Fair enough. Serves him right.
I missived him 30 minutes before our afternoon tea was meant to start. So
Unbelievable.
I don't think waiting until after the kingdom building question class is going to harm anyone. So he can learn then.
Oh, also, are you both going to the mob studies class?
Yes, I will be there.
Do we know
Lovely.
what we're doing in it? Wasn't the last mob studies class another trip?
I believe so. I think Cassian has plans for a whole new mob. I'm not sure how he intends to do it yet, but I believe he has talked to both me, Finn, Mateus, and maybe a few others, and I believe it'll be multi-part class. I don't know how much he wants shared yet, but I can tell you that a lot of people will be excited.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah.
I know I skipped last class because I'm not a fan of the Nether, and I still have not properly learned to navigate the Nether, so I'm still avoiding
Mhm.
it. He had us go through it for knighthood, and I don't have gold anywhere on me,
Oh no.
and I had told him that prior to us using it to go to this knighthood spot. And he was like, you'll probably be fine. Not very reassuring.
Oh my.
I
That's-
did go, and I was fine, but I don't really have an interest in going back until I want to, frankly.
Mhm. Yes, that, including Leonidas shooting you with a bow on the same lesson.
Oh, yes, I got shot by Lord Leonidas during Human Chest, because for some reason Lord Leonidas saw fit to shoot past 2 or 3 people, me included, to hit a mob when multiple of us were in front of him and could have handled it.
Was he reprimanded?
No, actually. He apologized
joking.
afterwards. I accepted the apology and said I wouldn't allow it to affect relations.
Uh-huh.
But I did also say that I was quite miffed by it to Dante. That entire class had me very aggravated, quite frankly. Lady Lizzaylia got
Rightfully
to
so.
catch me coming right out of the class and got the full brunt of the rant.
I feel
Yes,
like one
it
of the
was definitely something-
responsibilities of wielding a weapon is knowing what's in front of you? Question mark?
Like, I didn't move.
That's
the other
so
part.
wild.
Part of the human chest was we were not to move from our squares. And given that High Chancellor Cassian was right beside me, closer to the mob than I was, and as was Lady Sabrina, I'm not sure if she's adept in combat or not, but she was also between me and the mob. She is a new vampire student, by the way, if you have not met her.
Oh, okay.
So there was 2 other people, and at the very least, if Lady Sabrina is not capable of combat, High Chancellor Cassian is.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you shoot anywhere close to me, of anybody, frankly, but to me?
Just
Wait,
to be
if-
confident shooting a projectile with people standing in between you and your target is crazy.
Yeah, because the square I was in a 3x3 square, so even if I did move, it would not have been much.
What were
Mhm.
you saying, Lady Lizzaylia?
I was just going to say, if he shot it from behind you, would that not push you closer to the creature, the monster?
Exactly, I
mob-
did go flying forward.
Would that right into its arms, no doubt?
I was very aggravated about it. I think,
Oh,
honestly, now that
gosh.
we're re-talking about it, it's making me angry about it again, and I regret saying it was all
No,
right.
that's okay.
I felt that, because I acknowledge, I hope at least, it was a genuine accident. Him trying to protect the class with very poor judgment. But I already said I wouldn't hold it against him, so I'm not going to. I can hold other things against him, though, because there are other things I find rather unsavory.
I saw his knees the other day.
His knees.
It was much more than his knees, but his knees is the only part that I feel comfortable claiming that I saw.
I mean, he has taken Lady Daphne back to, well, here, our dorms. But apparently he was shirtless doing it. Like proper carried, I believe.
When I saw him, he was in very tiny shorts.
Ah.
Yeah.
I feel like you shouldn't be dressed like that on campus grounds. Especially in this, well, I guess he is warm-blooded, but I think etiquette-wise, you swimwear... See, the thing is, there's quite literally a... What do you call it? There is a swimming hole right in front of the academy, because there's literally towels laid out in front of it. So, on one hand, I see swimming attire appropriate, but it's frozen over.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you in swimwear at the academy?
Very interesting fella, that Lord Leonidas. On one hand, I find him to be so incredibly smart.
Apologies.
Hello.
We're in a space, if you wish to join us.
I forgot to make it more open, so she'll have to join. There. Welcome, Lady Daphne.
Hello.
Welcome in.
My
Well, now-
deepest apologies. When I was coming out of the teacher's tower, I noticed that the headmaster's portrait had been defaced, so...
Ah.
Mustaches.
Yes. And then he himself defaced Professor Castiel's portrait and added a mustache, so... I guess he's annoyed that it was him, but he's fine if it's Professor Castiel specifically.
That's
Interesting.
rough.
Yes, I have to talk to him after kingdom building class, because I was waiting to speak with him. And then... I guess he didn't brush me off, he was busy, but I don't like being brushed off. Anyways, I waited until you arrived to serve tea. So I have options of lavender, and there is hibiscus, if you want to make your choices.
Oh yes, I would love hibiscus. That is my favorite tea. Thank you very much.
I think I'll take some lavender. Thank you.
And yourself, Lady Lizzaylia?
Alright, and again, the choices are stressful.
Would you like
surprise
both?
me. I'll just take the one. I'll let you decide. I trust your judgment. Thank you.
Goodness.
Would you like a fresh one, Lady Daphne?
Yes, please. Apologies.
Maybe don't sit. I'm afraid you dropped your teacup right
Yes,
Lady
I
Ridley's
did.
feet.
You know what? I will sit here instead. Oh,
Yes,
goodness.
I really wanted to host another tea party. I also Loon Tavalli will not be able to join us, but I wanted to
Aw.
host. She was also invited. I want to host these more frequently with our court ladies. Frankly, I feel as if I don't see your faces enough, and I would like to see them much more. So I want to do these. I got permission from the headmaster, or not permission. I asked if I would need to get permission every time I wanted to host a tea party. I wouldn't have asked for this one, of course. It's our own court and our own dorm. But for ones involving other courts, but I got permission that as long as I'm not altering the area, I'm free to host them whenever within the academy with other courts.
Oh.
So
Well, that's good to know.
yes, that will be happening more frequently. I have one planned with the heirs of the other courts, and due to the Cinderloon court only having their chancellors and not any lady heirs, Lady Riley and Lady Juliet were invited in their places.
I see.
But I want to host these more because I want to just be closer, and then I especially want to be closer with my own court ladies.
Yes, of course. We haven't had a tea party in quite some time, haven't we?
No, it
I
has
miss
been.
them.
Yes, I haven't hosted one since being in Solmera, frankly.
Yes, I was going to say we haven't had one since Solmera, and we had one. I think it was not that long before we got here as a I guess final one, because we knew we wouldn't be able to have one for a while, so
Yes, I used to, for context, Lady Ridley, I used to host these rather often, at least back whenever I had my own place in the manor and I had more control over, I don't know, just more ease. It wasn't being less to do. I had a lot to do, but my days were more scheduled. And so it was very easy to see when I could schedule tea parties. I wouldn't get
Well.
distracted making plots for houses for 8 hours.
yes, goodness.
Speaking of, if you haven't visited Kingdom Building since last night, I have made sections for people to claim for housing.
Oh, lovely.
I believe I stopped by there at some point and did claim mine.
Perfect. I did want to, while I had some ladies with brilliant ideas, I wanted to approach the Valentine's Day Festival. I
Oh, yes.
brought a couple of different, let's see, not, let me stand up. I believe everyone should be able to reach this. Those are a couple ideas.
Ooh.
I was thinking of what pleasant desserts could be because we'll be approaching spring, and obviously Valentine's Day is where like love can start to blossom. So I was thinking potentially a lot of sakura themed items and dishes would be nice. And then Lord Felix actually had the idea of having, he called it a love cafe perhaps, or maybe just cafe.
Oh.
I added the love to it. But
Cute.
I liked the
That
idea
seems
of
very
it.
cute.
I know that my date is quite fond of Sakura things.
Your date?
Yeah.
You
Who's your
sound
date?
uncertain.
I was asked by Lord Finn.
Oh.
Ooh,
Hmm.
how lovely.
I'm nervous. Boys make me nervous.
Ugh, boys are something, to say the
They're
least.
roaming.
There's some good, some bad, but
They're roaming.
they're what?
Sorry, they're stinky.
I see.
I
mean-
And meow.
Thank
The
you.
last serious relationship I was in was. Ugh. Do you remember it, Katarina?
Oh,
I mean,
don't get me started on him. He was awful. Well, yes, awful.
He broke up with me. Who breaks up with me?
Who? I mean, oh no. I'm so sorry. No one should
You
ever
don't
have to
sound
break up
very
with you.
sorry.
No, truly I am.
How dare he? He sounds stinky.
Right. It was. And then there were some other ones. There were some other ones that were pretty bad. But I broke up with them because they were terrible people.
Well-
How are things with High Chancellor Cassian?
Those are good. That's going well. He's very caring and attentive. Whenever he learned that I have been sick the past few days, he immediately asked if there was anything I needed, which I found very sweet.
More attentive than he was at the ball, I hope, as in noticing hair
yes,
color
we-
differences.
Yes, I give him the pass for the ball because we were both very frazzled. It was a lot of running back and forth and taking care of everyone. He has an excuse for that time. But any other time, if he tries to if he mistakes us again, I believe we'll be having some issues. Not that you're not a beautiful lady, Katarina, but he's speaking to the wrong woman.
We look very different. I think there's a very obvious difference between us.
I don't get. I think Cass said that we are hair colors somehow the same. I don't. Or she said something along the lines of that. I don't.
if
I
it would
really
easy to
don't
mix up our
see.
hair colors. First it was the mask. And I can see the mask causing some difficulties, but then I replied, "Well, our hair is still very much visible."
I don't think I mean our ears are your ears are lighter, and I guess my ears are lighter. I suppose if the ears, but I mean I have bits of color on the tips of my ears.
Yes. I don't remember if he approached me from behind or not. But if he
I
did, there's also the very obvious tail difference.
yes, I don't know. But it has been better than that day, so
Can I ask about certain mail I put in your mailbox that a certain someone left outside for you?
Are you talking about the double date?
I am talking about the double date, actually.
Double date?
Yes, I went on a double date with the High Chancellor Cassian, Loon 7, and Lady Rosalind, and myself.
How did that go then?
It went fairly well. We all had a fun
Ah, very good
time.
then.
It was mainly an adventure date, so we went out and about.
I see. Are you intending to ask him to be your partner for Valentine's?
I
Or
I
letting him
may.
ask you, of course.
See, that's what I'm trying to decide. I don't know if I should start stealing from him yet. Or even laying plates of food in front of his storm. Though I fear he may think it would be poisoned, as you never know who. Well,
Yes,
leave you random food, though I
there's
hope he
very
may
few
realize
people
that
I'd
it's
eat food
me.
from, so I wouldn't blame him for not having it, but he might still take it, at least to be polite.
Yes, but I don't. I guess we'll see. And then also, if I have to steal from him, that requires me to, well, break into the demon dorms, so.
Use invisibility and don't let it run out on you.
I suppose so. Oh, have any of you broken into the dorms? I mean, it's just us four here.
No, not yet.
I have not. The other dorms, quite frankly, terrify me. The other origins, I guess, if you will, stress me out.
That's fair. I fear I'm not quite sneaky, so I'll have to be mindful. Speaking of, I wanted to ask Lady Ridley, so according to your dare, I have to ask one not within my typical group to be my partner to the Valentine's Day Festival. Would you permit me to wait a bit to see if the person who I want to ask me will ask me?
Sure.
And if they don't, I will ask them, or if they go with someone else, I am going to be a little bit sad and have to go ask someone else.
I may have a few words to say to the person.
You bring the words, I bring something friendly.
I was going to say
Very
something else,
friendly.
but that would be a
Oh,
direct
very
threat.
friendly.
And I can't exactly.
I wasn't looking at people without a weapon.
Well,
It's very
I
friendly.
may have we may have to do a few things if he does not.
I fully agree.
I agree. Yes.
I need a bit of, I suppose, girlish help.
Oh.
Does anybody know where I can acquire a dress that's maybe a little bit nicer than what I can make myself or what I've got that I can send from home?
I mean, there's
The
the
fashion club.
Yes.
100%. Yes.
I can gladly make something for you if you wish.
I would love that.
Or I could send home. Either or. There's many routes
Yeah.
you could go.
I know that a lot of what I have is very rustic. It leans towards being usable for working in, and as much as I made this dress, you can tell that it's rough, it's leather, and roughly sewn together, and there's just, it's not as delicate as it could be. I would
I think
like to
it's
show up and look like a girl.
you.
You are rather
mean show up
beautiful,
in-
Lady
You
Ridley.
are, yes.
You're
Do not-
lovely.
Thank you.
Goodness, do not
I
say
just-
that.
I
I get where you're coming from, though.
Mm.
If it helps, in the fashion club, if you go inside, there's a chest and it has a few photo albums of it of the recent monthly submissions. If you look through
Oh,
them,
I
you might
didn't
be
know that.
able. Yes, as long as you put them back, you can have a nosy at what all the designer styles are, and depending on more the kind of vibe you wish to go for, then you could reach out to anyone of the fashion club then.
Okay.
Or
I
worse
could
comes to
potentially-
worse, you could always borrow something from my wardrobe. I have a few dresses. And by a few, I mean quite a bit.
I also
so-
have very many.
For the sake of discretion, I might go that route, because, like, I don't know, I don't necessarily want it to get around that I'm not as privy with fashion as some of the ladies here seem to be.
That is fine. Then you are. I believe we're about the same size. Yes, I think it just stayed maybe a bit of altering, maybe not. I feel like they may fit you perfectly, actually.
Okay.
Yes, then we can definitely find a day before the festival, well before the festival to make sure, but we can find a day and go through what dresses I have and see which one do you enjoy the most.
I would like that. Thank you for helping, you guys.
Of course.
Speaking of the fashion club, has Lady Marjorie have come to you at least regarding if I'm allowed to participate? I'm gonna have to write
Not
a letter.
yet, I'm
Are
sorry.
allowed to participate?
They have the fashion design contest they do, and I don't make the gowns myself. I merely design them, and I want to know if I could still
Oh.
participate by designing and then having one of my seamstresses make it physically. And
Oh, I
Lady Marjorie said
see.
she would have to ask the other participants. She has not done
Hmm.
so. So I'm gonna have to send a very polite letter. Mine would actually be polite, no threats. But if it's ignored, perhaps threats. I won't threaten over something so minor, but I want
It's
to
okay, we
design
will.
things. I like designing gowns. I'm designing my current one for the Valentine's Day festival. It's just right now I feel like it's too formal for being outside, so I need to rein it back a bit.
Hmm.
Understandable. At least, I think we're planning on doing the Valentine's Day festival not in the snow, right?
No, it
No,
will not.
we
No.
definitely are not.
I'm
At least we
thinking
won't have to worry
that-
about dresses getting slushy.
Oh, absolutely.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, could you it's already bad enough when the bottom of your dress gets like in mud or just it's terrible to clean, terrible to the feeling. It's just terrible.
Mm.
The plan would be to host it at our kingdom building area. I'm hoping that we can get the train station finished up, which it should be finished due to our assignment by then. But getting the area around it looking pretty, and then setting up for the festival out there, I think would be good.
I think that's a great idea. I think the space is beautiful as is, but can be made with it being warm and the foliage around, especially if we import some temporary foliage from the purple biome, potentially. Or
Oh, yes.
even what are they? The cherry
The-
blossoms that are pink.
Yes.
Yes.
We could even try and get what are they called? The spore blossoms to have them hung around, though they are a bit harder to
I've
find,
been
but we could
I have
collecting
definitely.
them when I see them because I do barge into lush caves for moss for building.
Yeah, I
Yes,
have one in
then
my
of
room
course.
that I
Oh.
could lend if needed.
No, I don't think that'll be necessary. Though, I guess just keep in mind from now on, if you haven't been already, but anytime you wander into a lush cave to grab these poor blossoms,
What do I have?
as it may be
on
nice.
me?
I know they give a bit of some of the petals fall down, which is
They're
also very
very-
beautiful.
Yeah, very atmospheric.
Yes, exactly. Were there some other things that we were planning, I guess, for the festival, now that we're on the topic? Do we know if the school's gonna do any sort of ball or any Valentine's
When I
Day
brought up the
activity, you think?
festival to the headmaster, nothing was mentioned, so
Oh,
I think we're safe to do it the day after Valentine's Day. There shouldn't be any conflicts, and if they try to conflict it, then simply we had the date first. Um,
exactly. And I mean, as far as I'm aware, I don't believe anyone else takes Valentine's Day as seriously as we do.
no, I did my quote unquote market research. It was after it was Lady Luciala brought it to my attention that we should probably start looking into it now. It was after the Bloodwind banquet that I attended, and I did ask at least one person from each court about if they knew what Valentine's Day was, if they did, if their court celebrated it, and the answers were all very mild. Like the strongest one was from Duchess Aquamarine saying that like Cerulean will do the typical Valentine's Day traditions. I'm not sure what the
Hmm.
typical Valentine's Day traditions are because I think ours are different, but
I,
her excitement seemed much dimmer than ours.
Hmm.
I see. I mean, and also, I am glad that we're hosting a. Is it open to everyone? Is that what we were planning, or just
I think I did ask this after the
dates?
beach party. I would say let us make it open because after the assembly yesterday, which you
I
two
was not there.
missed,
Yes.
the headmaster mentioned I didn't take notes of it unfortunately. It did slip my mind too. I was distracted during it. But he mentioned about making sure there's mingling and such. So
Yes,
having it
I
open I think
also
would help.
believe that it would help dispel a rumor that I heard about us involving, I guess, romantics.
What's the
Oh.
rumor?
Whenever I was first getting interested in the High Chancellor, he said that he heard a rumor that we've heard of the rumor that cats have 9 lives, yes.
Yes.
Well, that rumor goes that Cassian told me about is that fell folk spend each life with a different partner and that they're not faithful.
Can you imagine? I would never get any sleep if that were the case.
Yes, but that seems to be a rumor about us, and I believe having this, I don't know how much people truly believe in it, but it was brought up to me whenever we were first
That's
starting
certainly
to
an
talk.
interesting rumor. Probably by someone who was spurned by a fell folk who didn't return their
Possibly,
advances. Because
but
I don't know, I feel like we typically put a lot of value on relationships, especially
romance,
because we value
yes.
Valentine's Day. I guess it could be
But
seen that way at times if someone goes to Valentine's with somebody and then doesn't pursue them afterwards because they realize it wasn't what they wanted, but that's common. You go on a
yes,
date
but
to see chemistry.
again, I think it would help at least a little bit for any of those rumors to anyone who believes in them. Hopefully, no one does, but still, it would help.
Great.
Yes,
We'll
I
show
think
them
the
how graceful we
festival.
are.
Yeah, exactly. I don't associate being graceful with being a cheater.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't
100%.
either.
Yes.
Well,
Sorry, on the topic of the festival, hypothetically, how would you all write, not necessarily write, but ask someone out to
Oh, do you have
uh,
someone in
no.
mind, Lady Luciala?
No. It's hypothetical. I don't know yet. I
I think Lady Daphne would have the best answer for this. I fear my first time asking somebody, aside from formally to like tea parties and such, was asking the Crown Duchess to the winter ball. And that was done very poorly, in my opinion.
Oh, so how would you hypothetically ask someone out to hypothetically the Valentine's Day event?
It depends on how direct you want to be about it. Do you wish to be direct or to be a little coy?
I don't know.
Well,
Both
there's
sound
two
scary.
You
I
have to
agree.
have confidence, Lady Lizzaylia.
Can I have the
No.
coy version, please? If I need to ask mine.
Oh goodness. The coy version.
I
Well,
escorted the Crown Duchess to the winter ball, and so I figured if I follow that same theme, I can invite Prince Ezra to the Valentine's Day Festival.
I suppose that the coy version
Mm.
is trying to lead them into them asking you. You drop hints about it and kind of push them into that direction, would be the more
Make them
coy
think it's
version.
their idea.
Exactly. Exactly that. The
What
more
if it... Sorry.
direct version is just simply asking them. Or even just saying, you and I are going to the Valentine's Day and hope it works. I mean, who wouldn't want to go with you?
I'm sure I
I've
could think
had
of
that.
plenty.
I've had that work a few times of saying, oh, we're going together somewhere, and they go along with it.
I
Those
brought
poor
the Crown
things.
Duchess flowers whenever I asked her, so perhaps getting
Oh,
something
yes,
and
of
being like,
course.
here, this reminded me of you. That is non-valuable. Not something that is symbolic or personal, but it's not something of extreme value.
Or even if you
What
took
counts as high value?
Armor. Extremely high level
money.
armor.
I would say high level weapons as well is very valuable.
Especially if they're of
Um,
other courts, because simply
Yes.
I don't want to impose too much because it's the academy, but I do hope we still follow our own laws, and trading with other courts does require permission through the Solus. And since the Solus isn't here, it would be me. And because all of us are working on kingdom building and stuff, there's trades for rather non-valuable things like materials, but for anything that is valuable, if you or have to question if it's valuable, I do want that to go through me or Seven or Tavali.
Even if it's payment. I believe, Lady Luciala, you're hiring Finn, was it?
Finn, yes.
Yes.
That
Just for material gathering.
payment is fine because you are paying him, I would say, and you aren't dispersing things that could be used to help the court to other courts. Because frankly,
Sorry,
most of
I
us
just got 2 missives. Sorry, continue.
emerald and payment wise, I think a lot of us have a lot of emeralds available, and those who don't, I think there's enough spare that we can help them out should they need it. That we can pay other courts without cause for concern. But things that are things that take a hefty amount of time to do, that maybe not everyone's comfortable doing or has the ability to do themselves within our court, those type of items should be traded within the court first, and if no one needs it, then it can be traded outside with permission. I just don't want... I know that within the academy, I say I know, I've received death threats with the cat pelts. I would hope no one at the academy would directly attack someone else, but I would hate to supply them with things that they could use to sneak up or to harm any of my court members.
Right. Which makes a lot of sense. Fair enough.
Yes.
Yes, and I know, diamonds I would consider valuable because I'm not sure if, I forget, it was Lady Daphne who was looking for diamonds originally. I don't know if you still need any, but if someone were to have excessive amounts, rather than one of our court members treating to another court when ours is in need of it, that sort of
Yes,
thing.
I'm still very much in need of diamonds. I found few last mining trip I went, but...
Oh, I have quite a lot now. I'm quite rich in diamonds.
I think my brother stole mine, but it's okay.
Oh.
I have time to go mining.
Also, I just got the latest gossip.
Oh? Do tell.
Someone has broken the ceiling in the library.
Oh?
Why? What is the point of
I
that?
don't know, but I'm going to strangle whoever it was.
I agree.
With my tail.
Oh,
Oh.
creative.
Thank you.
You might know the answer to this, Lady Luciella. I remember during orientation that I had saw a member of Court Bloodwind walk through the Red Room and burn. Do you know if the skylight in there has been fixed like Equestrian was? That's where I'm hoping to host this tea party with the other heirs, and since I'm inviting the Viscountesses of Bloodwind, I don't want to bring them there and then immediately cause them harm. So I was going to mention it to the headmaster when I talk to him later, but I thought you might know as well.
Yes, I don't believe so. I was unaware that that specific room was causing issues. I thought it would change based on the glass, but I can definitely speak with Freyland about it and work something out.
It may not be causing issues anymore because I just remember this from like very early on at the academy.
I mean, it could have been fixed, but I don't know anything about it.
Yes, and I don't exactly want to ask a member of Court Bloodwind to walk under it to test.
Yes,
So
that's
I was
not
going to
ideal.
ask the headmaster then when I speak to him later.
Yes. Keep me updated on that.
All right.
Because I'll probably be the one who's asked to sort that out.
That's very fair.
Because I'm also being asked to fix the ceiling of the library.
Oh, I see. Do you, what materials
Can we not
do you
ask
need?
someone who can fly? Frankly.
No, it's okay. It means I can stretch my paws more than anything, but
I suppose.
I'm just... Why? What was the point? I don't... Why? Why? Why?
People do a lot of things and I question why they do a lot of things. I fear that what I think... I shouldn't set my expectations of myself onto other people, but I fear I do that. And so when they do something that I wouldn't expect them to, I am just left
I feel like
utterly
that's
confused.
somewhat of a normal thing for people to do, honestly. I mean, whenever someone commits a crime or does something so outlandish, you think, well, I wouldn't do that. Why would they?
Well, it doesn't have to be something like I know in this case scenario it's more outlandish, but I do it for things that are rather more common, such as how people word greetings and such. And I'm like, I would never word a greeting that way. And
I see.
but then I also catch myself getting the cat has my tongue whenever I'm speaking to other nobles here. For some reason, it just has been a reoccurring issue. So I need to stop trying to get ahead of myself, I suppose, and slow down my manner of speaking so I can speak properly to the other courts rather than efficiently.
I see.
Are there who is attending the Kingdom Build class in 10 minutes? I know I plan to
probably
go.
go.
I don't think. I mean, is there anything that we truly need to ask there?
I was wanting to ask about how we have the train assignment and where on earth we're going to bring the track to.
That's fair.
And then also get clarification on if it's okay for us to have a rail system. Like have both have a minecart rail system along with the tracks just to ensure that it's all right.
I also want to ask if it's possible to just have like a small station just by our dorms in the little
Yes.
field bit, because trying to get it where the train is a bit...
Yeah, I think
at
up
least for
there-
now.
And I also thought about this when I was walking back from Kingdom Building today. It could also potentially be down where the farm is. And that would be, if it's going to be a place other people have to connect into as well, then it might be easy to do it down at the farm rather than making people path through our dorm to get to it.
No,
That,
better.
that could work.
But if it's just us, definitely prefer it to be on the hill with us. Much more convenient.
Yes. Oh, are you able to? I guess I know you didn't write it down, but are you able to, I guess, somewhat briefly tell me and Lady Lizzaylia, were you there for the assembly the other day?
No,
no?
I was not.
It was just
All
me,
right, are you
Lady
able to-
Ridley, Seven, and Lord Felix.
To tell us about what happened then.
Sorry, I do need to be taken by the meow, but please continue.
Yes.
I'll
Alright.
find out later.
All right.
I'm trying to remember, quite frankly. He... Do you remember Lady Ridley? Honestly, it wasn't much of importance, in all frankness. He mentioned, oh wait, no, the classes. You have to sign up for your classes. It is at the
yes.
mess hall now. That was the main point in the assembly. I believe there's other things.
Do we know what classes are for which, I guess?
He went over them, I believe. What major are you interested in? Lady in Waiting still?
Yes. I'm a bit split. I think I may go Lady in Waiting, but I also may want to double major as a mage. Just
Daphne.
not to be so limited. Yes.
If you think about your skills and everything that you are so good at, I think you should lean into magehood.
Again, I'm not so sure of which one specifically I want to go into, but it would be nice to have the knowledge of both of them for whenever I do decide fully what I wish to go into. And worst come to worst, if I do just go the Lady in Waiting route, I have the skill set to protect Katarina if need be.
Yes.
And vice versa. If I go
trying to remember.
mage route, then
I know that mage, I believe,
change
was
into my uniform. Oh, I know the
Sounds
classes.
good.
Yes.
If you need me to state them.
I was trying to remember for sorcery. I believe it was magical studies
and mob studies.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then
Lady in Waiting
Lady
is
in
Royal
Waiting, I
Code
think,
and Culinary.
Yeah.
I have to change classes
that-
very soon.
I'm gonna go change too really quick.
alright, I'm also going to very quickly change. I know
Sorry
I
to
was
chase
planning
you all
to
out, I
attend.
just-
No, you're fine. I was planning to attend mob studies today anyway, so
Same.
change to my clothes now.
Oh, these hallways always get me.
I'm gonna head straight to class, Lady Ridley.
Sounds good.
There we are. I am changed. Are you changed?
I am
Katarina?
heading to class now. I
Alright.
have Lady Lizzaylia in my arms.
Meow, meow. I'm being
Oh,
meow
Lady
napped.
Lizzaylia, I was
Oh, hello.
I was taking you to the changing room. I hope, and if you didn't have your uniform, I had a spare uniform for you, so get to class
Yes.
on time.
Well, I'm going to do a quick magic trick.
Oh, you're going to change into the sun.
We're
Oh,
outside. We're outside. We're out in the snow.
oh no. Oh goodness. See how
We're still right next to the door, and we are near the farm of the door because I went through my balcony.
Oh, I see. Goodness.
Meow, meow, meow. I did a magic trick.
Oh,
Meow.
we're gonna
Meow,
be
so
late.
strong.
We have 3 minutes.
Yes, did you change?
We
into
are
the
not going to be
sun?
late. No, I changed behind a tree. It's also I'm right
cold
behind you.
Outside.
Yes, it is very cold.
outside, and you changed.
Yeah,
to
strong.
outside.
Oh, you're right behind. Hello.
I'm right behind Lady Ridley. Oh, we're not gonna be the last ones to
I
class.
was like, I'm not sure if you knew that your cat was.
Actually, I
out in
guess not
Hall,
everyone
you
is
know?
going. Duchess, Aquamarine, and Lord Leonidas are on the path, and I should have at least nodded my head and
Oh,
greeting.
there's Felix in front of us.
All of us are rushing to class.
Come on, Felix, let's go. We have to rush. Oh goodness, I'm not that strong. Come on, Felix.
I'm following Lady Ridley's pathing, but I'm thinking she's taking a longer route than what is needed.
Oh goodness.
I think she's gonna get there. If she takes the wrong
Oh, I
turn again,
miss-
I'm going to correct her. Lady.
Mhm.
I told her wrong way.
I also blanked and kind of went the wrong way, but it's okay.
Oh,
hello.
goodness.
Hello! She's coming back down the stairs.
I don't think I've gone the wrong way. I think I've gone the right way. I hope so, at least.
I think
have.
we
I
have
have.
2
All right,
minutes.
I'm fine.
Yes, you
I'm
likely took the
here.
most direct way, Lady Daphne. I followed Lady Ridley to the main hall, and Lady Lizzaylia
Oh
also
yes,
popped
I
in.
took I took the most direct way. So I took the side path through the. I'm a bit hungry. Hold on. Oh,
Yes, Joe.
there you are.
I'm rushing. I am rushing. I'm right behind you, Lady Daphne.
Oh, hello. I had to stop to eat a moment.
Yes, Joe. Wait, no.
Do you think he'd mind?
You heard me.
Do you think he'd mind if we sat together, or do we?
I don't-
Should we?
Don't know. I'm gonna leave
Yes,
the
it might.
group.
Yes. Goodness.
I worked up an appetite doing that. Okay, at least I know for future reference, an hour before class is not a suitable amount of time for a tea party.
Yes, it appears not.
There's so much more I wish to discuss about. Even if I don't have anything like in mind, I just like chatting with you all.
I do as well. What does the headmaster
Hello.
hold?
You
in?
know
I
that
can't
angular
tell.
hat you showed me the other day, a while back,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
How'd you get it? Did you get it through just fishing? Luckily.
Think it's through the
We cannot tell.
fishing
Goodness.
net thing.
Okay, I'll have to try that then.
You can all talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna wait another minute, see if anyone else comes. Though I will say, seeing all of the Felfolk walk in at the exact same time was rather entertaining.
We were.
You're good wee mouse.
Are you
We
my
arrived
friend?
things on time.
Yes, very much on time.
Very on time, actually. Apologies, I'm very entertained by my hedgehog right now.
Can we see him? You were
Yes,
very
of
far
course.
when you had him on the other side.
This is Gregory.
Oh, Gregory.
Oh, I see.
He's very lovely.
Very cute.
He has to jump upstairs instead of just walk upstairs. Very cute. Alright, so this class is mainly just a questions class, so if you have any questions regarding kingdom building, you can either ask openly to see if anyone else has the same questions as you, or you can come up to me privately and we can talk about that. Your assignments should have been updated and put on your boards. If it has not been, your due date, I believe, is the 25th, and you are to make a train station in your kingdom building area. Is there any questions regarding anything?
Yes, I have one.
Mhm.
Regarding the trains, not necessarily the station itself, but the tracks, and bringing them to the academy. What are the plans for the tracks connecting? I'm unsure who all has locations in the same directions that we do, but if it happens to be that only Solmera is out, I believe that is west, if we could potentially just have ours end in the plains besides our dorm, because there's lots of space there, or if there's others, there's always down by the farm too, to keep us from having to wrap around the entire academy.
At the moment, we are going to be revamping the train station itself to have it connect better. So for now, you needn't make any train tracks connecting to the academy. But I don't see any issue for when that assignment is given to have it be behind the Felfolk dormitories.
All right. The second thing is if we're allowed to, along with our traditional train track, having a railway system for traditional minecarts as well. So something like a large train wouldn't always have to be necessary to travel back and forth if our tracks can incorporate one for minecarts.
Yeah, of course, you are welcome to do that.
I can either ask a third one or we can let someone else go.
Does anyone else have any questions?
I have a question.
Mhm.
My question is that for the kingdoms specifically, just because I would rather personally not have our villagers or people all cooped up in one place. I would rather let them freely roam. Are there any like requirements that we have in terms of like building any protections for them, like a wall? And if so, is there any, does it have to be around the whole village, including farming areas, or can it just be around like the main city? Because this has been like kind of like a point of debate for my court and a couple of people saying that it doesn't need to be around the whole thing, or it has to be around the whole thing.
So there's no requirements specifically for the wall. However, you do have to have separate housing for each villager, and your village must be able to withstand a level 2 raid. Minimum. So personally, if I was doing it, I would have it surrounding the whole area. But if you wish to just have it surrounding where the villagers themselves are staying and having them free roam like that, just make sure it is able to withstand pillagers.
Only a level 2 raid?
A level 2 minimum.
Level 2 minimum. Okay.
What if your thing is on an island and it's just surrounded by water?
Pillagers are still able to make their way.
I suppose, yes. Okay.
So it's best to have some form of protection for your villagers, because if a raid does happen, and it will be happening once people are confident in their protection, and you fail, so that means any villager getting harmed or killed in the raid, you will automatically be failing the class. Any other questions?
I have another
yes.
one. Within the villagers, they, when looking at blueprints for what the villagers want, they want specific things. One of those specific things is a graveyard. So, and some of them kind of just die without us like having any hand in it. Like either like they're old or they get stuck somewhere and they don't really know how to get themselves out, and we're not there. Because that's already happened with us. No one was there to help them. So they want a graveyard. Can we still build a graveyard? And we have to have a grave in the graveyard in order to complete a village within the eyes of the villagers, because they have very specific requirements when we're looking at the blueprint.
I would have a graveyard. Points will not be deducted for natural causes. However, if it is something that happens during a raid, then points will be taken away.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I have one.
Mhm.
I understand why we have the deadline for the train station being done. It's how we're going to connect with others and make it easier for travel. Are there plans to continue studying specific things due at certain times, or am I free to do a timeline based off of where we want things structured in our village? Because I would rather start on a certain area and then work our way in a direction rather than have to hop around. But we might have to hop around if we're told to do this thing here and then this thing at this set time.
So I'll be giving out assignments on a bi-weekly basis. The due date is just when I will be coming to check progress. So let's say your train station is taking longer than anticipated to finish building. That is fine. It is just a matter of that I know that it's being done, and if you want to work on other builds before completing the assignment, no points will be taken away from it. It's just a guideline of how I am anticipating how things should be built. But if you wish to do it another way, then that is fine.
All right. I can definitely keep you informed on it then, such as, for example, if your next requirement for us to work on villager housing, if I could instead, for example, say, can we work on villager shops, professions of businesses instead, and then do their housing when you demand for the commercial areas, just how we have it laid out.
Yeah, that would be fun.
We don't necessarily know how large our builds are going to be, so I don't want to jump around on districts.
Yeah, that's perfectly right. Just let me know how you are planning on doing it. And as long as I'm aware, then I can judge how you are building it accordingly.
Perfect.
Any other questions? I will take that as a no. Fortunately, that is all that is due for today's class. If you have any questions that you do not wish to say publicly, I will be staying for a bit longer after. For now, I do believe it's best you will prepare for the Nether adventure for mob studies. Because I believe that's happening in about 20 or so minutes. As Castiel said, no uniforms are required for that, so if you all wish to go and change, you can. But otherwise, that is all for this class today.
All right. Regarding mob studies, I know we just had the assembly talking about majors. Is this class required mob studies, as I don't like the Nether?
Mob studies is not required for heirs, no.
All right. I
Just
more
royal
so if
code
I
and
need
equestrian.
to. I know we were encouraged to go to all classes prior to majors being chosen, and I didn't know if it would be frowned upon to me not to go. I just don't like the realm.
You are welcome to go to whichever classes you wish now, except for your required classes. So for you, it would be royal code and equestrian, as well as kingdom building. For any other class, it can be taken as an elective.
Understood. And if we want to maybe not take it as an elective, but sit in on a class on occasion, could we ask that professor if it's just like a certain day and if we're available and not do anything else, if we are permitted to ask about just sitting in?
Yes, you're welcome to do that.
Okay. That covers my question regarding that then.
Yes, Daphne?
I was not here for the assembly. What classes are required for which major?
We told her.
1 second, let me get my...
It was for Lady in Waiting, it was culinary. It was royal code, and then kingdom building, and then
Yes.
magical studies was, or magehood was magical studies. Apologies, and mob studies.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, as Katarina said, for Lady in Waiting, it's Royal Code and Culinary. For Advisor, it is Royal Code and Engineering. For Royal Sorcerer or Sorceress, it's Magical Studies and Mob Studies. And for Knights, it's Knighthood and Mob Studies.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions regarding the majors?
Oh, I had one question I wish to ask you in private very quickly.
Yes, no problem. If that's everyone's questions, you are all welcome to leave them.
I simply wanted to ask. I arrived a little late and I just wanted to inquire about what I missed.
Just questions based on what is needed for kingdom building and just clearing up any confusions that people were having.
Understood. Thank you.
Of course.
Can I fix Lady Riley's chair? It says her name and then Silly Goose, or is that intentional?
It's what? Oh.
Who's Neptune?
Where's Neptune?
Or right next to me.
Oh. They are a student that is not attending.
That's well dry.
Yes. They are a sea monster, I believe. I do not know where the silly goose is there, but I will be removing that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then I also need to talk to you about the private matters I mentioned earlier.
I will speak with Daphne first.
Yes, it will be quick. Apologies.
Well, I mean, that was pleasant.
Yes, I am sorry for taking your question.
Oh no, you're alright.
It wasn't even intentional. I think it was just so tied into mine, and since I had just heard it, it just came out together.
Honestly, you're completely fine. I'm going to be so honest. I was not in the mood for asking questions. It's just whenever there's like several people, it gets scary.
At least we made
Yes,
it to
will
class
you
on
be-
time.
Which is very true. I assume you won't be joining from upstairs then.
I will not. I definitely want to set up a time with some of our court, perhaps, for me to feel more secure in going.
Yes,
But
that's understandable.
I see why such a larger group may be safer from mobs, but I'm not sure if it's going to be safer from fellow students. So,
Yes.
yes.
If you wish to speak now, I'll make a separate space.
All right. It was Wednesday night, probably 11, not even 11, it was probably closer to midnight at that point because there was nobody I could get a hold of, Professor Rise, but I was roaming around the castle looking for places to host a good room to host the tea party that I had mentioned, afternoon tea, with some of the heirs, and there was stuff left in the main hall. There was human blood laid across the floor, and then a sign, and I wrote what the sign said inside that book. You have my greatest apologies. I did take photos of the scene for evidence, and I fear that I did not process them correctly, and so my film is not usable. I wanted to process them myself because it has photos of me and my court ladies in our swimwear, and I did not want to hand off the film roll as a whole. And I fear I did not handle it properly. So I don't have the photos, but I did record down what the book or what the sign said. And I feel like it was done relatively recently when I had stumbled across it, because I had been in the academy for a bit of time wandering about looking for where to go, and I was on my way out. So I do think I may have just missed whoever placed the items. I did clean it up when I saw it as to not cause alarm or gossip about it, since causing a panic tends to make things worse.
I see. Am I okay to keep this?
Yes, you can.
thank you for letting me know. I will definitely look into it. Do you know what other students were around at the time?
I did not see anybody. Like I said, it was extremely late at night, and I was roaming all about the academy at the different sitting areas. I was crossing from the green sitting room to the red room, just looking for places that would be just nice to have afternoon tea in. And among my travels, I never saw a single person.
I see. Well, thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Yes, of course. On a less serious note, this is actually regarding, it's on the same line of thinking, because I'm thinking of my afternoon tea. The Red Room, I recall during orientation day that the center of it, the glass skylight, was not the safest for court bloodwin. Was that fixed if I were to host it in there? I don't want to invite the Viscountesses in there just to set them ablaze.
I do not believe so, but I can have that worked on. When do you plan on having the tea party?
Next weekend would be the plan.
Yes, I can have it fixed by then.
Alright, that is everything from me then.
Well, thank you for letting me know.
Of course. Thank you for making time to speak with me.
Of course.
Even if it's delayed. I shall head back to my dorm then.
Have a good day.
You as well.